Second. You say second?
Second.
Very good. Will you put the block on it? Very nice. Okay, good. Lance, got it. Go ahead with your bad self. Okay, so everybody found the second on their calendar? Yeah. Okay. So now, so we said that the celebration is 4 days later. So now I want you to count 4 days later, but let me show you how I'm going to count it on mine. I'm going to borrow Lance's counter. So look, we have it on the 2nd. So we have to count 4 days later. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have our 4 days later. Hardy, we have our 4 days later. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, and we have 4 days later. Now on your calendar, find 4 days later. Okay, find 4 days later. Let me borrow the counter back here again. Okay, so now let's find our switch. Does everybody have a switch with a counter? Okay, so we need our switches with counters on them. All right, so let's make sure everybody has one here. Oh, Lance is ahead of the game. All right, we borrowed them yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now you're ready. All right, let me get Miss Page a counter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, Zai. Okay, now let's count along. We're finding 4 days later on our calendar. Okay, so we need 4 days later. So now, let's count and then move it over. Here, let's count and you can move it over. Here, help me. Let's do the first one together. 1. Okay, let's move it over 1. Okay, moved it over once. Now what's next? 2. Okay, let's move it over one more. Move it over one more. There we go. Okay. Oh, it wouldn't stick. Now count again. Count again. You press it. Count it, Lance. Count, Lance. Count, Lance. What's the next number? You counted 1, 2. What's next?
3.
3. Okay, let's move it over. We have to count 4. We have to move it over 4 times. There, you got that one. All right, now let's count again. Count again. Count again for me, Lance. Here, you count again. Count again for me. I'm waiting for you. You press it.
4.
4. Okay, let's move it again. We have to move our number again. Over here. Help me. You pick it up and move it over. Pick it up. Pick it up. Here. We had to move it over 4 times. Here. You move it. We had it on 5. Where do we have to move it to? You're being silly. And pick it up. Here, move it over 1. There you go. Now we moved it over 4 times. Do we need to move it anymore? Do we need to move it again? What do you think? Yes or no? Do we need to move it again? No, we're finished. We moved it 4